This is a watch that opens the door for so much more and for so much more innovation in a smaller size. It's faithful to its original predecessor, the 7922, with a little crossover from the 7923, but it's made of modern material. It has a perfectly modern movement, and finally I can be part of the conversation and I can have the experience of wearing this watch. So I'm taking the Tudor Black Bay 54 for a little test drive out here in Rockaway Beach. This is a week on the wrist with the Tudor Black Bay 54. Hey guys, Malika here. Today I have a prized possession in my hands. Arguably one of the hottest releases of the year. It's the Tudor BB54 in all its 37mm glory. While I tend to reach for things like yellow gold serpentes and onyx style day dates, it's nice to find myself really admiring this simple, kind of utilitarian watch. This is definitely a casual dress down watch, and I love that I can wear this as my daily beater, but it's practical, and it even comes with the new T-Fit system, which makes it super easy for people like me to make tiny little adjustments to the bracelet. But I just love how substantial this watch feels. While everything is compact because of the smaller 37mm diameter, it still has presence on my wrist. It's not losing the fundamental tenet of this design, which is to be a tool watch, a dive watch that you can actually use. This watch is kind of a chameleon in its simplicity, and they've nailed that balance between vintage and modern so perfectly that I think it makes sense for somebody like me who's so guided by style to be so into this watch. It doesn't look misplaced on my wrist. This watch really does lay claim to that original vintage Tudor feel. Okay, so we've lost the rose on the dial, which I think is a bit of a shame, and I'd love to see that come back. But for now, we've got a teeny tiny shield, and there's no gilt on the bezel, some nice silver printing, which makes it super clean, cool tone. And what you get is less of a sepia toned wash. There's a unidirectional bezel, and as you can see, there are no hash marks, unlike the BB58, and no red triangle at 12. So the price of this Tudor Black Bay 54 on bracelet is $3,850, which is a lot of Tudor bang for your buck. We've got this kind of democratic size, and then we've got this insanely well-priced kind of historically rooted piece. So you can attract the serious enthusiasts, you can attract people who are maybe a little more entry level, and then you can attract people like myself who wouldn't necessarily look to Tudor for their typical kind of sporty daily beater. I don't actually think anybody really saw this watch coming. It kind of just arrived, and people are really into it. But what's so special about this product is that it puts somebody like me into the conversation. And yeah, I can talk about brand new GMTs, yellow gold on Jubilee bracelets. I can talk about anniversary Daytonas, but I can't really be a part of the conversation because I just wouldn't be able to wear those watches. Not saying that I need or all women need to wear smaller diameter watches, but it just looks better on my wrist and I'm more comfortable wearing something under 39. It's a dive watch with all the right components, and sure, it's a little bit compact, which makes it a little bit less legible than some other Tudor watches, but this watch is special and it delivers on so many different fronts. And I think this could be my absolute perfect summer daily wear.